What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. If you are a reoccurring subscriber, if you're a reoccurring viewer, I really do appreciate you guys every little bit. If you guys are new, hey, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. You know what I mean? I do appreciate you guys. You know what I mean? All right, so we're gonna be speaking on the cancers for this read, as you see from the title. But I do wanna let you guys know that you don't specifically have to be a Cancer to relate to these messages, right? So this is a general reading as well. So just keep that in mind if you happen to be sitting next to somebody as they're watching this video and maybe you're a Sagittarius or a different sign, right? This message can relate to you as well, but specifically for the Cancers for the algorithm sake of YouTube, right? Because you know how it goes with the people typically, you're not going to really click on the video unless you see the sign, right? So this is for your sign, but you can't generalize it. Okay, so we have prayer for the first message that came off for you guys for the Cancers, and I am going to refer to the Cancers specifically because the video is referring to the Cancers, right? But it's still generalized, right? Cancers, they want you guys to make sure that you're praying, right? Or at least make sure that you guys are praying for things, even mostly your needs, but praying for not only for you, but also, you can pray for somebody else as well, right? Like incorporate that, those things into your like kind of like your daily rituals or your daily activities, right? Prayer is key, especially if you believe in a higher power, especially if you believe in anything that you specifically believe in. Make sure you guys are praying for that. So yeah, I'm reading a book. It's called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And in this book, it indicates like as I read the books as I do reading as while I'm editing my videos in between, so I can kind of keep that energy up. So I'm not getting worn out, because doing 12 videos to warn you right out back to back. So I try to I do reading in between. And while I was reading the book, it says something about like, of course you guys know how the energy works with the universe, and you give, you receive type of thing. And it was like, if you pray for others, but you got to do it genuinely. Like, if you pray for others, you got to make sure you're genuinely praying that person gets better, the person seeks joy, happiness, laughter, all of those things. So I just wanted to give you guys that. Hopefully that helped with anything that you're going through. But I just felt the need to tell you. All right? Let's see what else for the Cancers. All right, next one we have is attend to the details. This is like kind of like the Pentas, and I always speak on this, but I as I do say, my channel is more of like I bring value, but it's specifically for like reminders, right? A lot of times a lot of this stuff, but we all need a reminder now and then. So kind of like painting. If you guys look at how the painters, after they're finished, they try to brush back on all the little small things, and then that kind of brings light. Like if somebody did a painting of like a house, and then they went and added all the people in the house and really put detail into the artwork, it pops more. It expresses itself more. So do that with your life, right? Like look at the small things to be grateful for, the small things to be appreciative for, the small things to acknowledge, the small things to acknowledge, right? Like the blessings to acknowledge, right? Those little things will make your life a lot more enjoyable, because if we always have to enjoy the new things in life, the big things, the yachts, the parties, all of that stuff, and we don't enjoy just waking up in the morning, what happens is our mind gets used to all of that big stuff, and then we want more and more and more. It's like a drug. We want more and more and more. It's the dopamine in our brains. But if you train your mind to appreciate the little things, what happens is your apartment that is like a 1-bedroom, whatever, but when you first moved in there, it was cool, it was awesome and all that. But then when you start seeing social media, you start seeing everybody else, and your mind just want more and more and more, because that's what our mind is. It's like a stomach that never gets full. It wants more and more and more, and then you start to lose that feeling of that apartment that you worked so hard to get. So it's like when you, this is a part of being grateful, like is when you start to, put in perspective, like, yo, I'm appreciative of everything, of the little things. I woke up this morning, you yawn, you're thankful, you thank God. You say, you know what I mean? And then what happens is everything after that is great. Your apartment feels like a new apartment every day. It feels like that Airbnb. It feels like that hotel room. Then what happens is when you get bigger things, like you're riding around in a luxurious car, or you're going to hotels and you're doing big things, those things become so huge, you know what I mean? Because you trained your mind to appreciate these small little things, and that's just called being grateful, right? So I do want to give you guys that tip of attending to the details. And I wanted to go deep in that because I feel like that's what allowed me to, see past a lot of things. Let's see what else we have for you guys regarding cancers, right? So next we have hope. This could be like even like the simplest things, right? Just being hopeful, having that little bit of faith. You know what I mean? Hoping everything is gonna work itself out. Hoping everything is gonna make room for you. Hoping everything is gonna work itself out. Essentially, right? You want to always keep that hope in that mindset, because we so often are so used to, letting things happen the way just let it be. Like nah, like at least pray for the better of it all. You know what I mean? At least pray that it's gonna be positive. Like what's the point if you got this extra gift over here of praying and hoping that everything is gonna work out? What's the sense of you saying, just wait and let everything play itself out? Because then you just accept the BS. You know what I mean? You literally just put yourself in a position to accept anything that comes your way. Like, nah, we're not supposed to accept. I was at a you know what? I'm gonna say this. I was at a pizza spot, and I was getting a certain type of pizza. You know what I mean? And then, I'm a type of guy. I would accept, like, well, I'll go along with it if it's not that serious. You know what I mean? But I was trying to get a certain type of pizza, and they only had, like, I was trying to get veggie, right? They only had cheese left, right? At the moment, because they got to make new ones. And then one of the people, there was like one of the people that was trying to give me cheese, and I'm like, at first in my head I was like, I was gonna take it by my heart. My feelings was telling me take it because it was like in a rush type of thing. But then again, I wasn't rushing. I had to think about it. I was like, I ain't even rushing. It's cool. I could wait for it. You know what I mean? Because I had to realize, like, sometimes you just can't accept anything. Like, especially if you had your mind or something, and you're in a situation where you don't have to accept, you might as well just wait for it, or wait for your blessings to come, or things like that. So I just put that in perspective to say, if you got that hopefulness inside your heart and you think about it, like really think about it, look, I might as well hope everything is going to work itself out instead of just accepting that anything comes. If you're trying to transfer apartments or whatever, hope and pray that everything will work out, because that's an extra blessing that could come your way. Instead of you saying, I'm just going to accept it, what happens is you might just be accepting to be homeless. And I don't think anybody wants to be homeless. You know what I mean? I feel sorry for people that are homeless. So let's just not accept it. Let's at least the littlest thing is say, look, I hope everything is going to work out. That could make a huge difference, believe it or not. Because I promise you, just like you see people that talk things into the life, that's the same way you should treat yourself with positive. If we could talk negative things in our life, we could speak on positivity, right? So start hoping for things to go the way that you plan it. Expression, right? Express this to yourself. What is it that you want? What is it that you're trying to achieve? What are the goals? Really express yourself. Like, if you genuinely want to do something, like something that's good, something that's going to bring potentially good to your life and others around you, do it. If you know that, hey, listen, I'm going to try this. This is might fail, but I'm not going to speak it into existence. I'm not going to speak that into existence. I'm not going to say, oh, it might fail. No, what I'm going to say is, I hope that it works out, right? And you just think about it in a positive way, right? Yeah, expressing yourself, man. Please express your guys' selves. Like, this is one of the biggest things. Even when it comes down to looking for jobs, really ask yourself, like, what kind of jobs do I want? It's like looking for an apartment. What kind of job do I want? What kind of job is going to make me a better individual? What kind of job is going to help me to gain where I want to go? I remember switching jobs because I felt like the job, it was paying me good, but it wasn't where my personality was. Like, I mean, it wasn't bad, but I wanted more. I wanted to grow. I wanted to develop myself. You know what I mean? And that's different from wanting materials. Wanting to be a better person is different from materials. The reason why I spoke on earlier as far as attention to details when I was talking about wanting and your dopamine and all that in your brain is because the materials, the want for materials come and go, but the feeling of wanting to grow as an individual, that's a healthy mentality. That's a healthy way to live, because you're always wanting to grow. And then when you grow, you learn new things. And when you learn new things, you're able to control, you're able to have a better chance in dealing with situations. The farther your mind expands, the farther you know what I'm saying, you just able to, you brain yourself, all of that stuff. It really helps, right? That's why if you put a 6-year-old in a room and a 20-something-year-old in a room, 9 out of 10 times, 99% chance, which they should, the 20-year-old would be able to make a lot more decisions, like as far as like certain levels of decision making. You know what I mean? Like the 6-year-old potentially is not going to be able to understand how to really run a business. The 20-year-old might be able to, you know what I mean? Because they have more years of experience. So the more time you put into expressing yourself and developing yourself, you have more of a chance to conquer your goals. Not saying that it's 100% that you're going to make it, but the more you practice it, the more energy, the more time you put into your craft, the more chances you have, the more valuable you become, the more chances you have to succeed, right? Talk less, feel more. As you guys know, talk is cheap until you back it up. Make sure that you guys are talking less than you're actually doing to anybody, specifically to anybody. You're talking less than you're doing it to anybody, but you're also not spending a lot of time talking about what you're going to do. Like, don't be like that person that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, because then you just procrastinating. Yeah, you could have been done that, but you're talking to me about what you're going to do. You might as well just, look, tell me what you're going to do, and then go about your business, write it down, make a plan, and start your plan, start your journey. Go about 3-4 months without talking about it, or very little talking, and then I just see it play out, because I see it play out. Like nowadays, I don't even really want to talk too much about my journeys. I just want to go ahead and make it happen, right? And I know this could be seen as like contradicting because I am talking, right? But I'm making videos, and I spoke on this in the last video. I'm making videos, so there's a difference between talking through while you're working versus talking about it. Like if I was to not make a video and then talk to my wife or talk to my family about, yo, I want to make videos, and I don't make videos, then this is like defeats the purpose. I might as well just make videos, and then I can have all the fun I want talking about my videos after, because my video is already up. Same thing with jobs, same thing with anything you do. It's talk less, do more, right? People respect action. Anybody can say anything. Everybody has the capability to say anything they want. You can even translate. You know what's crazy? You could even take a language and Spanish, right? You might be English. You might brought up all your life talking English, but you could talk Spanish. That doesn't necessarily mean you're from Puerto Rico, but you could speak it. You know what I mean? So it just shows you how easy it is to kind of not manipulate, but kind of just talk, and it doesn't really back up anything unless you actually physically do something. The type of hand movement, and that's not taken away from anybody that knows how to speak dual languages. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you do more than you speak, right? The type of hand woven fabric, the symbol reflects the saying, he who does not know authentic Nisa will buy the fake. So if you don't know, look, knowledge is power, knowledge is key. It will always be this way. If you're wondering why people's got millions of dollars in the world, I'm not saying that some people don't do rituals and do other things to get those situations, but always know knowledge is power. For everybody, I'm going to tell you guys a secret, right? Well, not a secret, but here's the reality. Please pick up a book and read if you're not already. Please make sure that you are keen on reading. Make sure that you are putting your best foot forward when it comes down to reading. Because reading, even though they have all these situations out like audio books and YouTube videos and, you don't have to read no more, you have entertainment. Let me tell you, there will always be words. There will always be words in books. There will always be contracts written up. There will always be that. So if you ain't reading, like if you're reading sharp like a lawyer or a doctor, you need to make sure you get it as close as possible. I would say spend most of your time reading if you can. Entertainment time, cut that short. Read, because there's going to be more words. Because they could put a word in a book or something. In a contract or something that you don't really understand, but because you probably want to get it over with, you just signed it anyway. I can tell you guys, the more you do something, the better chance you have. So there's words out here that are pretty much the same similarities. They just been, conjoined. So if you have a better understanding, it enables your chances of being successful when it comes on to contracts, when it comes on to writing statements, writing or talking, even speech. speech, even just talking to people, more words, you can use more words, because certain words, obviously you guys know, piss people off, certain words calm people down. So it's just things like that we just got to be considerable about, right? We just gotta kind of, and I'm learning too. Like, don't think my words are perfect. No, they ain't perfect. Nowhere near perfect. I'm nowhere near perfect. I'm a human, but I'm still out here trying my best, and I could definitely say I feel a lot better speaking on this channel than I did a few months back when I was trying to, watch TV and I can't be trying to teach you guys if I ain't learning myself, right? But yeah, knowledge is power, right? If you wish to, obtain just a lot of different things, pick up a book, read. If you don't know, you will get finessed out here. This is a cruel world. People will get over you if they feel like they can. So make sure that you guys are understanding what's going on through your business. If you whatever you do, understand the whole craft about it. You do you like shoes, understand the whole business. You like singing, the whole business. You need to know how things operate, right? There's plenty of YouTube. There's no excuse. There's plenty of YouTube channels that tell you. If you want to build a house, there's plenty of people out here right now that's making money off of views, from your watch time. So you might as well use it. You already paid an internet bill, right? Everybody pretty much pays an internet bill, so you might as well use it. Use those resources to be able to put yourself in an advantage. I know these videos are they're not your typical 2-3 minute videos, and if you made it this far, congratulations. It takes some good focus, and it's good that keep that up. Keep that focus up. Change your attitude, all right? Signifying personal reflection and transformation, it is a composition of the two. The inner star, which represents a new day, and an outer wheel, which implies moving forward, right? Change your attitude from your past situations, right? Nobody's saying you can't speak on it or reflect on it to move forward, but don't allow that to stop you or prevent you from those situations, right? I had to realize that a long time ago, that whatever happened in my past, I'm going to speak on it. I'm going to reflect on it. I'm going to remind myself not to go back to them situations, but I'm not going to allow that to make me who I am today. I'm not going to allow those people to deteriorate who I have created, because those people at one point, they didn't think that I could get this far, and I got this far, and now they're going to try their best to knock me off my game. I'm not going to allow that. I'm going to stay away. I'm going to stay off of the platforms or all of that. The energy, period. Negative energy, I ain't trying to associate. I will reflect on it, and I will tell you guys about it, but I'm not going to entertain it. I'm going to build my discipline level up, because if I want that house on the hill, there's materials. If I want that, I don't need those things to be happy. But if I want that, how can I get that if I'm focusing on this person just trying to make sure I barely breathe? You know what I mean? So it's like, hey man, it's a cruel world, but you gotta be tough. And that's mentally. That ain't nothing to do with strength. And there's plenty of grannies out here that's mentally in a home, but they're in a home physically, but they mentally they tough. They tough. You know what I'm saying? Home, right? Home came out for you guys. Home is your sanctuary. I want any reading to let you guys know. Make sure that you guys are not bringing nobody that does not deserve to be at your house in your house. Now, it doesn't even have to be a house. It could be your bedroom. It could be a couch area. It could be a front porch. These people are not really associatable with you, and they're not seeking your best interest. They done slipped up a few times. I done had people that slipped up, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, why are you slipping up for? I ain't even do nothing to you type of thing. So, hey, that's how you know people ain't really in your best interest. People be finding any little thing to get mad at you. When they do that, that means they don't really love you. If they find any little bit of reason to argue with you, to have some type of disagreement, to even call you out of character or out of your name, they typically... Now, granted, people do go through the situations, personal situations, but I'm talking about people that don't live with you, don't hang around you at all, and they find some sort of reason why they don't like you. It's perfectly clear. I understand now. You feel me? I'm not talking about if y'all live together, if you and your spouse and having difficulties. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people that are way over her and they're finding every little and everything to make a situation. So don't bring them type of people to your crib. Don't bring them type of people to your surroundings. Don't even entertain them. You know what I mean? You might have to go back and forth with them in the street or whatever. But man, use your head. Realize these people ain't nothing to even give your time to. Your time is something so valuable you can never get it back. That's how valuable it is. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff that you do on YouTube already. And I will see you guys in the next spiritual video, which will be, as of the time of this recording, tomorrow, right? So, well, I can't really say tomorrow. Just, hey, look, let's put it like this. If you're watching this video on the cancers and if you have checked my last video, and this is the last video I posted on the cancers, no, I'm gonna say this. Just go check on the channel. Just check on the channel. My next video I'll be posting is tomorrow as the time on my side, but on your side it might be next couple hours or whatever. But constantly checking on my channel. I have, unless it's life or death situations, I am literally posting. Well, I say literally, but I am going to be posting a video as much as possible. I'm trying to be posting a zodiac every day, or not each sign. So there's like 12 signs. I'm gonna be posting, 12 videos, 12 shorts. Oh, so go check on my shorts too. You know what I mean? While you're at it, go check on my shorts. Go see quick messages. Just check on my channel. Do some browsing. I give some good quality messages. I live by these things, so I'm not just saying anything to get views or anything like that. You will see it, because most times when you're passionate about something, you end up doing it for a long time. So you'll see me for a minute. If God be willing to, give me breath, you'll see me on this channel quite some more often, right? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm gonna end this reading. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys on the next spiritual video.